Yes, students, let's continue our topic circles. We have discussed till fourth question of exercise 10.2. Let's come to the fifth question. It says, prove that the perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through the center. He is saying if we are having a perpendicular on the tangent, then it will definitely pass through the center. We need to prove it that it will pass through the center. We have already done the theorem that our radius is always perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. So we will use it, but we will do the construction first of all. What construction we will do? We will take a perpendicular from a point O dash P. We can take it in this way, as like we take a point O dash here and we will say that O dash P is perpendicular on PQ. This construction we have done, and what is given to us? It is given to us that OP is perpendicular on PQ. Now this O dash P we have taken as the O dash is the center of the circle, and we know very well that if it is a center of the circle, then O dash P is the radius, and the radius is always perpendicular on the tangent. Clear? So radius is perpendicular on the tangent and OP is also perpendicular on the tangent. So what we can say, according to these both the condition, it implies angle O dash PQ is 90 degree, and exactly in the same way OPQ is also 90 degree. Is it possible? It is only possible in one condition, when these both the angles coincide each other. Otherwise it is not possible that this angle is also 90 degree and this angle is also 90 degree. Got it? So it is only possible if these both the angles coincide each other. So we can say OP and the O dash P coincide each other. So definitely OP is also passing through the center. This was the explanation of the fifth question. Sixth question is very simple and easy. You need to find the radius of the circle. This you will do on your own. I am taking the seventh question. Seventh question says, two concentric circles. What is the meaning of the concentric? Concentric means the same center. When we are talking about the same center, if we draw from a same center with the different radius two circles, as it is there, let O is the center of the circle, and one circle we will draw with the radius 3 centimeter and the other I have drawn with the radius 5 centimeter. So these are called the concentric circles with the different radius. This one is 3 centimeter and this one is 5 centimeter. So what he is saying in the question, he is saying two concentric circles are of radii 5 and 3. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. A chord of the larger circle and which touches the smaller circle. It means a chord which is the chord of the larger circle but the tangent of the smaller circle. So we need to find the length of this. Clear? So to find it, what we can do, first of all, let's join it. If this is a tangent, so this is the point of contact and it will be the perpendicular. Got it? If it is the radius, then it is the radius of the smaller circle. So definitely it is of 3 centimeter. And the second thing, we are having, this is also the radius, but this is the radius of the larger circle. So it is equal to 5 centimeter. If we are having this 5, this one 3, so we can easily get the length of PQ. Length of PQ by Pythagoras theorem, you can get it will equal to the 4 centimeter. And then we are going to use a theorem here. The theorem which we have done in the 9th standard, it says a perpendicular through the center on a chord is always bisects the chord. I repeat this theorem, a perpendicular from the center to a chord bisects the chord. So we can say that PR and PQ are equal to each other because it bisects the chord. So we can say it is complete equal to 4 centimeter. So the complete length will be 4 plus 4, 8 centimeter. This will be the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. Let's come to the 8th question. 8th question says, a quadrilateral, this is an important question, question number 8. You have to mark in your book, question number 8 to 13. 8 to 13 all are very important questions. Question number 8 is given. A quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. This is a circle which is circumscribed. Circumscribed means it's every side touches the circle. Got it? So this is your circle which is circumscribed, okay, by a quadrilateral. So it is given to you A, B, C and D, and these points have given to you P, Q, R and S. What we need to prove here? We need to prove that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Now, before to do this question, I forgot to discuss a theorem. The theorem is given to you here. It's there on page number 211. Theorem 10.2. It says, the lengths of tangent drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. If this is a circle, the lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point, as this is the external point, I can mark it as P. This is my point O, Q and R. He is saying the theorem is given, the lengths of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. If we draw from an external point two tangents, PQ and PR, so they will be equal to each other. This is our theorem. Let's see how to prove it. First of all, we will join this point P with the center, and then you need to join the point of contact OQ and OR. Clear? Means point of contact Q and R we have joined with the center O. Now we know very well, we have already done that the perpendicular radius is always perpendicular on the tangent. So we can say in triangle OQP and triangle ORP, OP and OP common, OQ and OR radii, and the second thing, sorry, not the second, it is the third thing, that the angle OQP is equal to angle ORP. These both will be of 90 degree. So which criteria we can use here? We can say it by the criteria. This is your angle, this is your side, this is your side. So can we use any ASS? No, not at all. We can use RHS. So by RHS, triangle OQP is congruent to triangle ORP by RHS. So if these both are the congruent, so by CPCT we can say OQ is equal to RP. I think I have written the names wrong, so you can make it correct accordingly. Clear? So OQ and RP, it will be there OQP and ORP. Oh, I have written correct only. PQ and PR. Here I got wrong. PQ and PR will be equal to each other by CPCT. So now we are going to use this theorem in this question. If we are having, this is the external point. A is the external point. So from this external point we are having these two tangents which will be equal to each other. So we can say that AP is equal to AS. Exactly in the same way, B is the exterior point. So from here if we go, then we can say BP is equal to BQ. Exactly with the same theorem, C is the exterior point. So CR is equal to CQ, and the next DR is equal to DS. So in this way we can say that we are having these all the four parts equal to each other. So by adding, if we add these all four, then what you can get, AP plus BP, we will get it equal to AB, and CR plus DR, we will get it is equal to CD. And on the right hand side, by adding these four, we will get AD plus BC. So we can say that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. This was the proof of this question. Let's come to the question number 9. Question number 9 is given to you. XY and X dash Y dash are two parallel tangents to a circle with center O and another tangent AB with point of contact C. Question number 9. XY and X dash Y dash, we have two parallel tangents. This is a circle and XY and X dash Y dash. These are two parallel tangents. Got it? Then he is saying there is another tangent AB. This is another tangent. We can name it as AB, and the point of contact is C here, and these are there. So we can name them as P and Q. These point of contacts. Now what we need to prove? We need to prove this is the center O, that the angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. We need to prove this angle is equal to 90 degree. So what we can do for that? First of all, let's join these point of contacts with the center. I have joined these all the 3 point of contacts. Now you need to move to this triangle and to this triangle. So let's write in triangle OAP and triangle OAC. Can we prove the congruency in between? Yeah, easily we can prove the congruency. You can go by this, that OP and OC are the radii of the circle. OA is common, and you can use whether these are 90 degree, or you can use by the theorem that AP and AC are equal. Anyone you can use, you will easily prove the congruency in between. You can prove it by these angles, so by RHS, or if you take AP and AC are equal by the theorem, then by SSS we can say. So these two triangles will be congruent to each other. If these are congruent, then what we can use by that? We can use that these two angles, angle 1 is equal to angle 2 by CT. Exactly in the same way, you need to prove that this triangle is also congruent to this triangle. Got it? If you prove the congruency between these two, or you can write it similarly also, then similarly we can write that these two angles are also equal to each other. So we can say angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Now we are going to use that the tangents are parallel. How to use it? That the tangents are parallel. We know that XY is parallel to X dash Y dash. If these two are parallel, then we know the co-interior angle property. What the co-interior angle property says, that the sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree. So we can say angle 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 180 degree. Clear? Now, if these angle sum is 180 degree and 1 is equal to 2, so at the place of 1, I can write 2. So I am replacing the 1 by 2. So it will be angle 2 plus 2 is twice of angle 2. In the same way, 3 and 4 are equal. So I am replacing the third angle with the fourth angle. So it will be twice of angle 4. Now by using this, we can take 2 common. So angle 2 plus angle 4 is 180 degree. So angle 2 plus angle 4 is 180 by 2 is 90 degree. Okay, we have reached the sum of these two angles is 90 degree. Now let's come to the triangle AOB. By angle sum property of the triangles, we can say angle 2 plus angle 4 plus angle AOB is 180 degree, if the sum of these two is 90, then obviously the angle AOB is 180 minus 90 means 90 degree. This is the proof of this question. Rest we will do afterwards.